That's a little loud, don't you think? Let me turn it down just a bit. That's a more reasonable level. This is the fourth and final part of our NuTone NM100 Intercom Master Station Repair. Part 3 we talked about, and I showed you how to repair the blown fuse in the transformer. And in part 2 I went on and on and on about the problem with the low chime module and the differences I discovered on the main audio board between the revision D, which is what this customer sent to me, and the revision C board, and the addition of the microcontroller and all of those sort of things. And as I was preparing today to put in more time in trying to resolve the problems on this little NM100, I was taught an adage by the fella who taught me a lot about troubleshooting, and he used to say, when you hear hoofbeats, think horses, not zebras. And what that means is, when you're facing a problem, think about what's common and ordinary, horses, and not what's exotic, which are zebras. It's easy to go down the wrong rabbit hole and start looking for the weird and exotic and strange problem and completely overlook the ordinary problem. Now, I always keep that in mind, and I've told a lot of people that, and I've taught a lot of guys that. Some of them take it in and some of them don't. One of the problems with young guys when they first start doing this kind of work is they want everything to be new, exciting, and exotic. And you can waste a lot of time going down the wrong rabbit hole looking for zebras. Fortunately, today we were looking for horses and we found them. And now we have a door chime that rings at the proper level. In fact, it rang so loud I had to turn it down because it would be annoying. So after we got the chime volume problem resolved, and I repaired the transformer, which is we now powered up on the transformer the customer sent to us, we have a fully reassembled and we have a fully working NM100 master station. This is also going to be a checkout video to show you that it does all work. You've already heard the door chime, but since that was the last thing to do, we'll ring it one more time. And the volume adjustment on the chime module itself, it's probably set to about 1/3 or so of its maximum volume, which should be plenty. So we have our NM100 powered up. We have it powered up on the repaired transformer that the fella sent to me with the blown fuse that we fixed. I have it set up with a standard AM antenna and an FM dipole antenna. I have it wired to a single entry door station here, and I have it wired to a single inside remote station here. So let's go ahead and check it out. It's powered up. It's 12:42 in the afternoon. Time is correct. And if we go ahead and turn it on, we have FM radio. We have CD, no CD input. I guess I should hook up the auxiliary inputs to make sure those work also. We'll do that at the very end. There's our AM. Go back to FM. We'll turn the radio off because we don't want to get one of those copyright strikes. They're really being tough about that nowadays. In fact, what we'll do is we'll turn it on and we'll switch the source to the CD input so our tone or menu button is fully accessible. We have master speaker volume. We can lower it and raise it. We have loudness on or off. When loudness is on, it adds 8 extra decibels of bass into the music. Whoops. We have treble, raise it up, lower it down. I'm partial to 12. Same thing with bass, lower it down, back up to 12. Intercom volume set at 19. I'm going to go up for the video to 21, which is plenty. And music level, that would be your system music level. It's set at 7, which is what seems to be a comfortable level. We've already set the clock. We know that's good. One of the things I've learned on this model is the NM series and the DMC series. Some of the early ones have built-in backup batteries, but a lot of the later ones at some point, I don't know exactly when yet, they changed over to a device called a supercapacitor. And a supercapacitor it's sort of like a solid state backup battery instead of a standard rechargeable nickel metal hydride or something like that. these don't have lithium batteries in them. Through all the testing and everything, I did the presets and the time and all like that, and then I've had the set taken apart many times over the course of the repair. And the backup battery is there to retain all the programmed information into the memory, and it lasts a long time. It was days and days and days between setup and testing, and it held all the settings in the memory quite effectively. So that's actually a good thing. We can use our intercom controls. So to talk to the remote, we push the talk button. Comes out from over there. If we push the listen button, reply works. To talk to the front door, we push both buttons together. Comes out from over there, and it goes into automatic door reply. That works properly also. We'll just end that. And we can do the same thing from the remote. Remote button to talk room to room from inside the house. There is no hands-free reply on a 3-wire system, so now the other person would have to push their button to respond. We can talk to the front door over there and hear the reply. That works fine. We can turn the music on. In fact, we're going to scroll through our preset, our input selection. Now we're on auxiliary. Now we're on AM. And now we'll go through all our presets. And now it will switch to FM.
And the 1-2 is swung on.
We'll leave it on the baseball game because you can't get a copyright for baseball. We can lower the volume and it turns off. We can turn it back on from the remote station and raise the volume and turn it down
the 1-2 swung on tap fell, and if the Rockies and Dodgers are tied after
to a comfortable level. So it's all good.
Tiebreaker game at Dodger
It works.
Stadium tomorrow, just after.
This was a reasonably long repair with its share of bumps along the way. However, in the end, it works, and that's what really matters the most. I hope you've watched all 4 parts of this video series as we slog through figuring out how to repair the NuTone NM and the Music and Sound DMC series of intercom master stations. I hope you found this interesting and helpful. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up on YouTube because that always helps. There'll be a banner right here that shows you how to subscribe. Go to our YouTube homepage, click on the bell or on the wheel, put in your email address, and every time we post a new video, you'll get a notification and you can watch it. Oh, wait, we got to do the auxiliary inputs. Okay, hold on, right back. Okay, so I just got it set up on a standard audio cable connected to my phone. We're going to play part of a podcast because you can't get a copyright strike for a podcast. I'm just going to play it for a few seconds and then I'll switch the input and play it again. So we're on the auxiliary input now.
In London, England on Monday, April 16th, Stockholm, Sweden on Thursday, April 19th,
Works just fine.
Norway on Sunday, April 22nd.
Let me switch the cable to the other input, and we'll switch the input source here to CD, and we'll play again.
Amsterdam in the Netherlands
Works just
on
fine.
Monday, April 23rd, and Dublin.
All right, that's all for today. See you on the next video.